So this is the paper 9 2017 NEET paper, ideal paper, and question distribution. If you see from mechanics part 1, almost 13 questions, mechanics, that fluid mechanics 2 questions, heat and thermodynamics including kinetic theory of gases 5, sound and waves including stationary waves 3. Total 23 questions appeared from first year portion. Electrostatics and capacitor 3, current electricity 2, and magnetism, current electricity 1, magnetism 3, EMI and AC circuits 3, electromagnetic waves 2, optics, both wave and ray optics 5, semiconductor and digital electronics together 3, and atom plus nucleus plus radioactivity 2, together 22 questions. This is the distribution of question we are seeing in this. 22 from second PUC and 23 from first PUC portion. Let us see the questions one by one. The question number 1, coming back to this is the question from oscillation and waves. The spring of force constant K is cut into lengths of ratio 1:2:3. They are connected in series, and the new force constant K is K dash. They are connected in parallel, and force constant is K double dash. Then K dash and K double dash when connected in series, K dash, K double dash when connected in parallel. So a single wire of certain length, the length we are imagining here, it is of 6L, so that it is cut into 3 parts. One is L, one is 2L, and one is 3L. Maybe in series or maybe in parallel connected. So what is the length of each part? For a simplicity, I have taken the total length of the wire is 6L. So that each length is L, second one is 2L, third one is 3L. So that total is 6L. But you know, in case of spring, constant is inversely with the length of the spring. So therefore, K is inversely with length. Applying that, K dash by total distance length gives you K is 1 by K by 6, K2 is K by 3, K3 is K by 6, K by 3, 6, this is 2, K by 2. In series combination, when the K in series, when the wire springs are connected in series, 1 by K dash is equal to 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2 plus 1 by K3. So this 1 by K is K by 6, K1 is K by 6 plus K by 3 plus 2 by K is 1 by K dash, or K dash equal to K by 11, 1. They are in series. When the 3 springs are connected in parallel, this become as like spring connection is equivalent to the capacitors. Capacitors in series reciprocal and parallel, that is K double dash is K1 plus K2 plus K3, 6K plus 3K plus 2K, K by 6 plus K by 3 plus K by 2. Common LCM 6, K plus 2K plus 3K. This is 6K by 6 is equal to K. Therefore, the final answer I will write here. Asked about K dash by K dash. K by 11 into K, which is equal to 1 by 11. This must be the answer. ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇದೆ. I hope you are followed. First, the length is divided in this ratio. So find the individual length. K is inversely with L. Spring constant of each part has to estimate. And use the rule for series and also parallel. Get the ratio. We will get equal to 1 by 11. Option number 1 is to 11, third one. Go to the next question number 2. See the ratio of resolving power of an optical microscope for two wavelengths. Lambda 1 is 4000 angstrom and lambda 2 is 6000 angstrom. Is resolving power. The question is from diffraction optics portion, diffraction theory, resolving power of optical microscope. Optical microscope is inversely with length, wavelength of that, because you know resolving power is equal to 2n sin alpha by lambda formula. So therefore resolving power of one to that of the second one is a lambda 2 by lambda 1 is 6000 angstrom by 4000 angstrom, which gives 3 by 2. So option must be the 3 by 2. See this 3 is to 2. A simple question, a direct question asked. Coming to the question number 3. The two nearest harmonics of a tube closed at one end and open at other end are 220 Hertz and 260 Hertz. What is the fundamental frequency of the system? So from it is stationary waves, closed pipe. Question ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಿಯರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ n1 n ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ n2 must be n plus 1. There must be one difference. But general equation for frequency of any harmonic is 2n minus 1 into V upon 4L relation we use. For closed pipe, open at one end and closed at the other end, we prefer this relation. So in this f, n plus 1 minus fn is nothing but values 260 minus 220 is equal to 40 Hertz. But what is this is V by 4L is common, you can write outside for that. Here it is first if you take 2 into n plus 1 minus 1 minus 2n minus 1 is equal to 40. n ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ n plus 1, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೇಸಿಗೆ n, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ n plus 1, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ n. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು 2n plus 1 minus 2n plus 1 equal to 40. Right? And now it is a 2 into V by 4L equal to 40 or V by 4L equal to 20 Hertz. This is nothing but the fundamental frequency. This is the fundamental frequency in case of a closed pipe, the relation. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಿಯರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಿಕ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ 2n ಹೋಗಿದೆ, 1 plus 1 2 ಅದ್ರ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ V by 4L is equation for fundamental frequency. Hence the answer is the 20 Hertz. Let's see the question number 4. Consider a drop of rainwater having mass 1 gram falling from a height of 1 kilometer. A drop of water of mass 1 gram, which is 1 into 10 power minus 3 kg, from a height of 1 kilometer, that is 10 power 3 meter height. It hits the ground with a speed of 50 meter per second. When it hits the ground, the speed is 50 meter per second. Taking g constant with value of 10 meter per second square, work done by the gravitational force and resistive force must be. So the question is from the work done, work power energy chapter. Height, when we think here there is a some potential energy for this is mgh at a height h. Potential energy 2 is 0 at it reaches the ground. Gravitational work done by gravitational force, first option, work done by gravitational force is nothing but change in potential energy, which is mgh minus 0, 10 power minus 3 into 10 into 10 power 3, which is equal to 10 joules. One option is clear. Only gravitational force, neglecting a resistance and all. What is the work done? Work done estimate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸುವಂತ theorem, work energy theorem. Change in potential energy should be the work done. But when you go to the second part, resistive force, when there is a air resistance, work done by gravitational force plus work done by air friction must be equal to change in kinetic energy which is coming here. ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಷ್ಟು ಕೈನೆಟಿಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇರೋ ಕಾರಣ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಬೈ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್. ಟೋಟಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ದಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ಕೈನೆಟಿಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿನೂ ಆಗಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೈನೆಟಿಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ 0, ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ಡ್, ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ 0, kinetic energy first one is 0, kinetic energy final. So therefore this is already 10 joules plus work done by air friction is change in kinetic energy. Kinetic energy final is half m v square minus 0, half into 10 power minus 3 into 50 square. So work done by friction is minus 10 plus, you take other side, 2.5 by 2. This is minus 10 plus 1.25. This equal to minus 8.75 joules. Option 2. Therefore, answers are 10 joule and minus 8.75 joule. Idu work done by gravitational force and work done by air friction. This is a difference. So the direct work power energy theorem mele question, change in potential energy directly give the work done without considering the air factor. Total work done is change in kinetic energy applied and found the answer. The answer is a 10 joules plus and minus 8.75 joules. So let us come to the next question, number 5. So a physical quantity of the dimensions of length can be formed out of the Cg and E square by 4 pi epsilon naught, where C is velocity of light, G universal constant, and E is the charge. Length. So if you see the question, it is from the first year units and measurements dimensions part ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು ಏನು? Length must be expressed in terms of C power x, G power y, and E square by 4 pi epsilon naught power z. You have to find these three. It is L power 1. You have to express length in terms of these and find the xyz values and substitute, you will find the answer. One of the applications of the dimensional formula. C, ಈಗ ನಾನು ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಬರೀತೀನಿ ಅಂತಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು 0, this is 1 t power 0. C is a velocity of light, the given velocity of light. Therefore, L t power minus 1 power x. G, gravitational constant. See here, I show in bracket for easiness. Gravitational constant is F into d square by m square. M L square t power minus 2 into L square. ML divided by m square, which is equal to m power minus 1 L power 3 t power minus 2. So thus here I can write m power minus 1 L power 3 t power minus 2 power y. Similarly, electrostatic force E square by 4 pi epsilon naught is nothing but F into d square m L square t power L t power minus 2 into L square, which is m L cube t power minus 2. So here it is m L cube t power minus 2 to the power of z. Now just directly I apply here for coefficient of m 0 equal to m 0 ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ m ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ minus y, ಇಲ್ಲಿ plus z, which implies y is equal to z ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಬಂತು. Come to the second power of L 1, which is equal to, here it is x, here if you take it is plus 3y, here also plus 3z, but y equal to z, I can re-simplify and write 1 is equal to x plus 6y as equation 2. Powers of t 0, when you compare the powers of t 0, t power minus x, here it is minus 2y and minus 2z, again I can write 0 equal to minus x minus 4y because z equal to y. We can cancel 1. From this 1 is equal to x plus 6y and also 0 equal to minus x minus 4y. Add the 2, x cancels. When we add the 2, it become 1 and here it become half, that is 0 plus 2y, which implies y is equal to z is equal to half because y equal to z. So in this if you substitute, x is equal to minus 4y, this is equal to minus 4 into half equal to minus 2. So therefore this equation may be written as L is equal to c power minus 2, c power minus 2 g power half and e square by 4 pi epsilon naught power half. This they further written as 1 pi c square into g into e square upon 4 pi epsilon naught to the power of half. This is the answer you got. Applications of dimensions ಮೇಲೆ ಕೇಳಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ question. I think it is a direct. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಬರೀರಿದ್ರಿ, ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಇಂಥದ್ದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಝಡ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿರಿ, ಕಂಪೇರಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಪವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೆಂತ್, ಮಾಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೈಮ್. Substitute in that, you will get the equation. So here 1 by c square into g into e square by 4 pi epsilon naught to the power of half. That is option number 1. Coming to the question number 6, it is from heat and thermodynamics, conduction of heat through the solids. Two rods A and B of different materials are welded together as shown in the figure. Their thermal conductivities are K1 and K2. They are thermally conductivity of the composite rod will be. So you are given a figure of, so area of cross section A, it is K1, it is K2. This distance is D. Both are maintained at different temperature T1 and T2. Is a parallel conduction here because the heat that is flowing through this has to come out with the same rate, temperature difference C. What you are supplied here Q2 by T, come out with Q1 by T and Q2 by T, amount of heat crossing per second, time C. Now both together will bring it. Therefore, I can say Q by T is equal to Q1 by T plus Q2 by T. The question is, what is Q by T? Thermal conductivity relation you learned. Q by T is equal to K, coefficient of thermal conductivity, area of cross section, time of flow into delta T divided by D. Right here, this together 2A is the value for this concern, 2A into K into delta T by D equal to K1A into delta T by D plus K2A into delta T by D. I think you have followed this step which we used. Parallel ಇಬ್ರು ಸೇರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ತರ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ ಹೀಟು ಇದು Q by T ನೇ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Q by T ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ sum of the two, and you have the thermal conductivity equation. From this we can arrive at this, cancelling that you will get 2K is equal to K1 plus K2, which implies K is equal to K1 plus K2 by 2. So the again it is thermal conductivity, a simple question asked when the two conductors are kept in parallel. Option is K1 plus K2 by 2, option number 2. Next question number 7. A capacitor is charged by a battery. The battery is removed and another identical uncharged capacitor is connected in parallel. The total electrostatic energy of the resulting system is. Electrostatics and capacitor. What they are saying is there is a capacitor which is connected to a battery supplying voltage. The charges may be stored and its capacity C, and energy stored in this case is half CV square is 1. In the second stage they're removed from the connection which is already charged with Q and minus Q with voltage V, connected to an uncharged capacitor of identical type C. There is a interflow of charges. Now U dash they want how it is related. However, when the recombination, you studied in recombination, common voltage is C1 V1 plus C2 V2 by C1 plus C2, as it is 0 and this is V, each capacitor is same, CV by 2C, or this common potential V0, common potential equal to V by 2. ಇದನ್ನು ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡೆ ಅನಿಸ್ಬೋದು. ನಮಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು ಯು ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕು. U dash is half into CPV square. ಎರಡು ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಇದಾವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ half into C plus C into V by 2 whole square. It is a common potential. After recombining, this voltage ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಬ್ರಿಗೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ CPV ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದಾಗ ಇದು half into 2C into V by 2 whole square. 2 cancel ಆದರೆ half into half CV square ಅಂತ ಆಯ್ತಿದೆ. U dash or U dash is equal to U by 2 from 1. ಇದರಿಂದ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನೀವು, so you see that earlier before another capacitor is connected to it, the energy stored is half CV square. It is an uncharged capacitor is connected in parallel. We got common potential and substituted in the final energy expression. C1 plus C2 plus common potential, that give you U dash decreases by factor 2. Answers ಅಲ್ಲಿ search ಮಾಡಿ ಅದು ಬರಬೇಕು. Decreases by a factor of 2. Option number 1. Next, question number 8. In a common emitter transistor amplifier, audio signal voltage across the collector is. Audio signal voltage across the collector is 3 volt. Across the collector resistance is 3 kilo ohm. If current gain is 100, beta 100, and the base resistance RB is 2 kilo ohm, the power gain of the amplifier is, power gain is how much? Transistor common CE amplifier, this collector, emitter and base. So input resistance RB connected to the emitter, and here there is RC, and voltage across VC connected to this biasing voltage, okay, VCE and VBB. Now this they given, and also RC given. RC, this is the input resistance, this is the output resistance we have. We want the voltage across the collector given. Two values they are asking. Number one is voltage and power gain. First you go for voltage gain. Voltage gain is current gain into resistance gain, output resistance to input resistance, output resistance to input resistance. Beta is 100, RC is 3, and RB is 2. 150 is a answer for voltage gain. Second part, power gain is voltage gain into current gain. Voltage into current is power. Similarly, you can take voltage gain into power gain. This is 150 into 100, 15,000 or 15 followed by 3 zeros. From transistor, common emitter, amplifier, output and input resistance given, and also the voltage across the output ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ voltage gain ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Current gain into resistance gain is the voltage gain. We used and found it. And power gain ಕೇಳಿದರೆ voltage into current gain gives you the power gain. Hence the option 150 and 15,000. Let's come to the question number 9. Thermodynamic process are indicated in the following diagram. Chart ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So you have to see, ಇದನ್ನ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Question number 9. So chart ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. Pressure versus volume. There are 3 different curves plotted. Like this, there is a common point from which the studies are made. Color chalk piece. Okay. See, one curve is like this, first curve. Second curve is went like this, second one. Third is like this, third. And fourth one is this. In the PV diagram, when you observe those curves, vertical means volume constant. Therefore, the first curve, what they are saying, should be volume constant, means it must be isochoric. It is an expansion because arrow marks you see curve regarding expansion given. And when you see here the pressure is constant. Fourth one must be isobaric. Thermodynamics ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ರಿ ಇದನ್ನ. And when you see the two curves here, these two, in expansion, adiabatic work is more. Fast changes adiabatic. Volume changes are slow in case of third isothermal. Changes are observed very fast. The pressure changes are very quick in case of the adiabatic compared to isothermal. Compression ಆದರೆ ರಿವರ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ. Isobaric, isochoric, adiabatic, isothermal. So see the options now carefully. That first one, P is equal to process 1. Process 1 is isochoric. Isochoric curve. In your isochoric is C. P is equal to C. ಒಂದು P equal to C ಆಗಬೇಕು. Second process should be adiabatic, means A ಆಗಬೇಕು. C ಆದ ಕೂಡಲೇ A. Last one ನೋಡಿ. Fourth one, P equal to C, Q equal to A. R third is isothermal. Isothermal is D. R is equal to D and S is equal to B. ಅದರಿಂದ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 4 ನೋಡಿ, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇದೆ. P is C ಅಂದರೆ first process is isothermal. So first process is isochoric. Second process is adiabatic. Q is A. Third is isothermal, D. R is D. S is B. That is isobaric. Option cleared, I hope. So let us come to the next question, number 10. Suppose the charge of a proton and an electron differs slightly. One of them is minus E, the other is E plus dE. If the net of electrostatic force and gravitational force between the two hydrogen atoms placed at certain d apart is 0, then delta E is of the order of mass of hydrogen, that is neutron or proton given. Okay, charge of proton and electron is slightly given. Question number 10. So in an atom, so there is a plus E plus delta E at the center and minus E little differ. Net charge is delta E in this, and another atom is also having delta E plus E and this is minus E. Net charge is it's also delta E. The separation between is higher D, but what they are saying is electrostatic force is equal to gravitational force. Fe plus Fg is 0. Net force is 0 anta idare. Force between the two hydrogen atoms placed at a distance d apart is 0. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅವರು ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಇ ಪವರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿ ಎಫ್ ಇ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಕೆ ಇಂಟು ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಇ ಹೋಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬೈ ಡಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ is equal to this g into m square divided by d square. ಇದೆರಡು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. If I write for delta E square, G value you are knowing 6.6 into 10 power minus 11. Mass they given 1.67 into 10 power minus 27 whole square. K value is 9 into 10 power 9. 6.6. This square ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ around 2.6 divided by 9 ಹಾಗೆ ಇಡಿ. ಇದು minus 54 minus 11 minus 9 add ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 1474 by 10 power minus 74 ಇಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಈಗ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇದು ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಇ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ಇದು ನೀವು ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ 3 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ 1820 ಅರೌಂಡ್ 2 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಇ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್, ಸೊ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ನಂಬರ್, ಇಂಟು 10 ಪವರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 7 ಇದು ವಿತ್ ದ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್. ಸಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಇ ಈಸ್ ಫೌಂಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ 10 ಪವರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 37. ಇದು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ 10 ಇದೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್. ಹಾಗೆ ಡಬಲ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ಇಂದ ಪವರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಏನು ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ 7 ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿದನ್ 3 7 and 2 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು 14/9 ಈಸ್ 1 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕಂಪೇರಿಂಗ್ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ electrostatic force in this is found to be 10 power minus 37 coulomb from electrostatics. Question appeared mixed with first year gravitation. Question number 11. The resistance of the wire is Ro. If it is melted and stretched to n times, its original length is new resistance will be. In case of stretching, explained you that resistance varies with the square of lengths. R2 by R1 is L2 by L1 square, which is NL by L whole square, which is N square. Or R2 is equal to N square R1. R1 is R. Therefore, answer should be this. From current electricity unit. ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. Answer is N square R. Come to the question number 12. From semiconductor devices and digital electronics. So you are given this in NOR gate connected to a NOT gate, then connected to another NOT gate, and Y is equal to what? Which gate it is anta kelida. So what this is originally AB. When I took here, it is A or B. 0 is a NOT gate. When I took here, it is becoming A or B, because a double NOT is equal to A or B. ಎರಡು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್, ಆರ್ ನಾರ್ ಗೇಟ್ ಆರ್ ಗೇಟ್ ರಿಮೈನ್. But when it come to here, Y is equal to A or B, again NOT comes, therefore it is a NOR gate. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದು NOR gate ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವು ಸಿಂಬಾಲ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿ 0110 ಹಾಕಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. But I given you simple, very quickly you can conclude as it is a NOR gate. Question number 13. de Broglie wavelength of neutron in thermal equilibrium with heavy water at a temperature T and mass m is. When you look into the answers, they have taken the molecular property and then expressed the de Broglie wavelength. Question number 13. De Broglie wavelength h upon root 2 me. Energy associated with any molecule is 3/2 kT. Kinetic theory of gases you have studied. H upon root of 2m into 3/2 kT gives you H upon root 3m kT. 2 cancels. Hence the possible answer from the de Broglie, H upon 3m kT. Option number 2. Let us come to the next question. 14th is from semiconductor devices. We are given the 4 diodes connected to a resistor. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you look into the data, 3V, 5V, minus 2V, minus 2V, minus 4V, minus 3V, 0 volt and minus 2 volt. This figure given. Question is what? Which of the following represents the forward bias diode? Forward bias diode. ಏನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು ಇದು ಡಯೋಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಪಿ ಅಂತೇವೆ ಇದು ಎನ್ ಅಂತೇವೆ ಇದು ಹೈಯರ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಹೈಯರ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ it must be at a lower potential, that is voltage of the p region must be greater than voltage of the n region. This is the condition. This condition ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ 3 and 5 ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ voltage of p is less than voltage of this. Minus 2 voltage of p is equal to voltage of n region. P region Vp is now found to be minus compared to that of Vn. 0 Vp is greater than Vn. I hope you are understood this. 3 ಗಿಂತ 5 higher. Minus 2 minus 2 equal ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ plus 2 sorry plus 2 minus 2 plus 2 ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ it is also Vp is less than Vn because plus 2 is higher than minus 2. Minus 3 is higher than minus 4 but minus 2 is less than 0. Less than 0 ನಿಮಗೆ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇರದಿದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇದು 0 ಇಲ್ಲಿ minus 2 minus 4 minus 5 ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ 2 4 5 ಬರುತ್ತೆ which is higher ಈ ದಿಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರೆ higher ನಮಗೆ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ option is the fourth one. Fourth option 0 and minus 2 volt. 0 is at higher potential compared to minus 2. And then coming to the question number 15. A long solenoid of diameter 0.1 meter. A long solenoid of diameter of this solenoid is 0.1 meter. Number of turns of the solenoid is 2 into 10 power 4 turns per meter. At the center of the solenoid, a coil of 100 turns and radius 0.01 meter. Here, they placed a coil of 100 turns and radius of the coil is 0.01 meter. And placed with this axis coinciding with solenoid axis. Axis of both are same. Its area of cross section and also the magnetic field which producing is same. They are same in same axis and the current in the solenoid, current in this di is 0 to 4 equal to 4 ampere dt in 0.05 second. 0.05 second ಅಲ್ಲಿ 0 to 4 ampere ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. If the resistance of the coil is a 10 pi square ohm, what is the total charge flowing through the coil? dq how much? This question from magnetism unit, magnetism chapter ninda kelirodu. Number of turns in the coil, radius of the coil, resistance of the coil, solenoid given, diameter of the solenoid, number of turns in the solenoid per unit length, and current which is varying in the solenoid which is responsible for the magnetic field producing. As the coil is placed such that their axes are same, so cos 0 1 maximum flux of the solenoid links with the coil, and according to magnitude of EMF induced is d phi b by dt. This is nothing but current into resistance of the coil, which is equal to d by dt of magnetic field produced by the solenoid, area of the coil into cos 0. This is nothing but dq by dt into RC is equal to, as here this dt cancels, and bs into AC. So here dq, the charge induced maximum, bs is mu naught number of turns in the solenoid into current in the solenoid, and area of the coil is pi RC square. RC ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, area of the coil ಇದು, magnetic field produced by the solenoid ಇದು, divided by resistance of the coil gives you the value of charge induced. Now you have to substitute the values given. Equation ಹೇಗೆ ಬಂತು ನೋಡಿದ್ರಿ? mu naught ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? 4 pi 10 power minus 7, number of turns is 2 into 10 power 4, current induced is 4 ampere into pi into RC square, that is 10 power minus 4. I write square directly. 0 1 under minus 2, I made it square and written RC is a 10 pi square. Pi ge pi cancel agattili, so 4 2s are 32 into 10 power minus 6, because 1 cancel ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 4 4 ಹೋಗಿದೆ, minus 6 ಉಳಿತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, minus 8, 4 pi 10 power minus 7, number of turns, another is 100 left here, number of turns, mu naught pi r square, area of the coil NC, number of turns 100, therefore 110 hodre ಇಲ್ಲಿ, that much of coulomb or 32 microcoulomb dq. AC pi r square is 1 loop, there are n loops, therefore pi r square n. Total nodidri, so 32 microcoulomb is the answer. Magnetism unit 32 microcoulomb, pi alla, just 32 microcoulomb. Let's come to the question number 16. Preeti reaches the metro station and found that the escalator was not working. She walked up the stationary escalator in time t1. On other day, if she remains stationary on the moving escalator, then escalator takes her up in time t2. The time taken by her to walk up the moving escalator will be, escalator andre steps, ಮಾಡಿಗೆ ಹತ್ತೋ ಇರುವಂಥ ಏಣಿ ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ, ತಾನಾಗೆ ಓಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಹತ್ತಬೇಕು. ನೀವೇ ಹತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೀತಿ. ಎಸ್ಕಲರೇಟರ್ ಓಡ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಿದ್ರೆ ಎಸ್ಕಲರೇಟರ್ನ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ VE. ಇಬ್ಬರು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಆದರೆ ನೆಟ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಈಸ್ ಎಸ್ಕಲೇಟರ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ. ಆದರೆ ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಹೋಗಲಿ, ಇಬ್ಬರು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಲಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಎಸ್ಕಲರೇಟರ್ ಒಂದೇ ಹೋಗಲಿ, ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಟ್ಟಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇಮ್. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಈಸ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಬೈ ಹರ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು t1 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, t2 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ d by t ಆಯ್ತು. ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಬ್ರು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೂ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಇಬ್ರದ್ದು ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಬೋತ್ ವೆನ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್. ಎಸ್ಕಲರೇಟರ್ ಈಸ್ d by t2, ಇದು d by t1. therefore 1 by t is t1 plus t2 by t1 t2, or t is equal to t1 t2 by t1 plus t2 is the answer. ಯಾವಾಗ ಇಬ್ರು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು, ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಅವರೇ ಪ್ರೀತಿನೇ ಎಸ್ಕಲೇಟರ್ ಹತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾಳೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ VP d by t1. ಎಸ್ಕಲೇಟರ್ ಒಂದೇ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರೀತಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾಳೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ d by t2. ಎರಡು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದೇ ದಿಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಇಬ್ರು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಸ್ಕಲೇಟರ್ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ, ನಾನು ಹೋಗ್ತೇನೆ ಅದೇ ಸ್ಪೀಡಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ d/t. That is total time necessary when both are together moving is a t1 t2 by t1 plus t2. Option 4. Coming to the next question, number 17. Young's double slit experiment is first performed in air and then in medium other than air. Two different medium ಅಲ್ಲಿ conduct ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. It is found that 8th bright fringe in the medium lies with 5th dark fringe lies in air. Refractive index of the medium is nearly. Young's experiment, 8th bright fringe in the medium is equal to 5th dark fringe in air medium. Medium ಬಿಟ್ಟು 8th breach fringe ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಏನು? n lambda d/d. ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಇದ್ರಷ್ಟು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಡಿವೈಡಿಂಗ್ ಬೈ ಮ್ಯೂ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ. ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ n lambda d/d ಬರೀತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 2, ಇದನ್ನ n1 ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದೇನೆ, ಇದನ್ನ n2 plus 1 ಇಂಟು ಲ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಡಾ d/2d ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಫ್ರಿಂಜಸ್ಗೆ. ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ n2 ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ 4, 1 ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವು ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ ಇದ್ರೆ. ಬ್ರೈಟ್ ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬರೀತೀವಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಡಾ d/d ತೆಗಿರಿ, ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 8/μ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 2 ಇಂಟು 4 plus 1/2. So it is 16/9. Mu is equal to 16/9. 9 ones are 777 run ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ 1.78. ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಇಲ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಲ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಡಾ d/d ಮ್ಯೂ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಮೀಡಿಯಂನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಮ್ಯೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಏನು ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ದಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ವಾಟ್ represented here, 1.78. Come to the question number 18. A beam of light from a source L is incident normally on a plane mirror fixed at certain distance x from the source. The beam is reflected back as a spot on the scale placed just above the source I. Just imagine it is a mirror and this is the source L at a distance x. Light which is incident on it gets reflected and at the source only the image form. Image ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. This is a mirror. When the mirror is rotated through a small angle theta, when this mirror is turned through an angle theta, then the spot of light is found to move through a distance y on the scale. ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಈ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ y ಡಿಸ್ಟನ್ಸ್ ಹೋಯ್ತಿದೆ. This spot is appearing here, image I dash. This distance is y. ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ what this theta rotation of the mirror, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಥೀಟಾ ಎಷ್ಟು ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಮಿರರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಂಗಲ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಇಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ, ಫಿಗರ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಒಂದು ಮಿರರ್ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 theta, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಮಿರರ್ ರೊಟೇಟೆಡ್. When you rotate the mirror, reflected light turns through an angle 2 theta. From the geometry of the figure and using trigonometric function, or directly 2 theta is equal to y by x, which implies theta is equal to y by 2x. Is the question related to the optics, ray optics? Y by 2x. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಸ್ಪಾಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಥೀಟಾ ಟರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 2 theta ಹೋಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ y ಇದು x, y by x ಥೀಟಾ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದು y by 2x ಆಗಿದೆ. Question number 19. See, if theta 1 and theta 2 be the apparent angles of dip observed in two vertical planes at right angles to each other, then the true angle of dip theta is given by. Dip andre ಏನು ಅಂತ ಮೊದಲು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ. Question number 19 ನಲ್ಲಿ you have the idea of magnetic meridian, and this is the direction of the earth magnetic field BE. And if you freely suspended needle pivotable in the vertical plane come to rest along this, making some angle with respect to horizontal, is called a dip. Now this component of earth field along horizontal, which we write BE cos theta, along vertical BV, or I can write this also BV, which is equal to BE sin theta, where true dip, this dip is a true dip. This is called as a true dip because it is in magnetic meridian. Magnetic meridian nallide BV sin theta by BE sin theta by BE cos theta, which is equal to tan theta equal to BV by BH. Idu relation between true dip, vertical and horizontal component of earth magnetic field. Idu clear picture ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. Apparent dip ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ vertical planes at right angles to each other, then the angle of dip theta is. So just apparent dip ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. Apparent dip ಅಂದಾಗ the dip measured in any other plane other than magnetic meridian, it may not be same, it has a different value. So that just imagine case, so this is one plane I am considering which is in some other plane other than the magnetic meridian. Already this is the magnetic meridian, it is BH value, and this already BE true dip ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ, theta ಇದೆ. Now this, if this angle is delta alpha, it is some other plane in which theta 1 it is. Here if I measure the dip is theta 1, apparent dip. It is an apparent dip in this plane. True dip is theta. One thing you remember here, when I am measuring the BV, BH in that plane, BV is not affected for that plane also, because it higide hig turn agide, but vertical component is not affected. BH is have a component in some other plane. Illond plane ittu higittu, ಈಗ ಹೀಗಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ vertical component is not affected, horizontal component is only influenced. That means here if I drop the perpendicular, extending this and drop the perpendicular to it, now this if I called a BH dash and BV, where in that plane it may be the theta 1, that same is some angle made with, because it is theta 1 earth magnetic field. BH dash is equal to BH cos alpha, this alpha adjacent side by hypotenuse. Okay, now I can write one equation as like here, this is the first part. For apparent dip, let us see the second case, where I can write tan theta 1 is equal to BV upon BH dash, which is equal to BV upon BH cos theta, cos alpha, not theta, cos alpha. So this is equal to tan theta by cos alpha, or tan theta by cos alpha, let it be like that, or ಕಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯದಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಬೈ ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಥೀಟಾ 1 ಆಯ್ತು. ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಲ್ಲ? ರೈಟ್. ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಬೈ ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಥೀಟಾ 1 ಕಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಬೈ ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಥೀಟಾ 1. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇನ್. ಅವ್ರೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಇದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಶೋವಿಂಗ್ another plane. This is the third plane taken. Angle between these two planes is 90 degree. Mutually right angle ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ. At right angles to each other. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ BH ಇಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ? ಇಷ್ಟೇ. ಈ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಈ ಪ್ಲೇನಿಗೂ ಹಾರಿಜೆಂಟಲಿಗೂ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಇಸ್ 90 ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಲ್ಫಾ. ಆಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ BH ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ? ಆಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಥರ್ಡಿಗೆ BH dash is equal to BH cos 90 minus alpha. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಆದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡೆಗಿನ ಆಂಗಲ್ 90 minus alpha. This can be written as BH sin alpha. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ tan theta 2 in that BV by BH dash for this second plane which is perpendicular to the first one. ಮಿಡ್ಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆರಿಡಿಯನ್ ಇದೆ, ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಇದು ಬರೆದ್ರೆ BV by BH sin alpha ಅಥವಾ tan theta by sin alpha or sin alpha equal to tan theta 2 by tan theta by tan theta 2. I think you are understood that much. Now I am taking the remaining part here. Now this equation 2, this equation 3, just squaring and adding. Sin square alpha plus cos square alpha is tan square theta by tan theta 1 square plus tan square theta by tan square theta 2. Tan theta by cos alpha tan theta by tan theta 1, tan theta by tan theta 2, but this is equal to 1. Andre 1 by tan theta square equal to 1 by tan square theta 1 plus 1 by tan square theta 2, which implies cot square theta is equal to cot square theta 1 plus cot square theta 2 is the answer. ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. ಬಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆಗೆ ಇದು ಹೇಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಿದ್ರೆ ಐ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ. BH and BV ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. BE sin theta, BH cos theta, tan theta, BV by BH is a true dip. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇನಿಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ BV by BH dash is BH cos alpha, tan theta by cos alpha is tan theta by tan theta 1. ಈ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಈಗ ಈ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟೇವೆ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ? ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಸೀದಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ಫಾ, ನಾವು ಈ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಬಂದೇವೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇವೆರಡು ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಏನಿದಾವಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಮೆರಿಡಿಯನ್ ಇದೆ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ಫಾ, ದಿಸ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ 90 ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಆರ್ ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲಿ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೈನ್ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕಲ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅರೈವ್ exactly the cot square theta equal to cot square theta 1 plus cot square theta 2. Cot square theta is cot square theta 1 plus cot square theta 2. Let us come to the next question number 20. Magnetism, earth magnetism ಮೇಲೆ ಇದ್ದಂತ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೀಮಿತ ಆಗಬೇಡಿ, ಇದ್ರ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಏನೇ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು ರೀಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ. Question number 20. Two cars moving in opposite direction approach each other with the speed of 22 meter and 16.5 meter per second respectively. First year sound and waves, Doppler effect. One car which is moving in one direction, that is source 22 meter per second. In the opposite road, parallel road, another car is moving coming opposite direction, observer got 16.5 meter per second. The driver of the first car blows a horn having frequency of 400 hertz. The frequency heard by driver in the second car if velocity of sound is 340 meter per second. ನೋಡಿ, ಸೌಂಡ್ ಹೋಗೋ ದಿಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿನೇ ಕಾರ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್, ಇದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಅಪರೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಇಸ್ f into v minus of minus v naught divided by v minus vs. This is the relation we use directly. Minus ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so observer is coming towards the source, opposite to the sound. So this equal to 400, 340 minus 16.5 divided by 340 minus 22. 400 into 17.5 ಹಾಗೆ ಇಡಿ. 9 ನಲ್ಲಿ 6 ಹೋದ್ರೆ 3, 3 ನಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಹೋದ್ರೆ 2, 323. plus it is right. So I am not subtracting. Minus of minus is plus. 356.5 divided by 318. ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು 400 ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗಲೇಬೇಕು, ಒಂದಲ್ಲ ಇಬ್ರು ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ there is a large changes in the 400 higher value ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಹುಡುಕಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಕೂಡಬೇಡಿ. ಕೆಲವು ಸರಿ ನಾವು ಕೆಲವು ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಷನ್ ನಾವು ಫ್ಲೂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೇಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 350 360 ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. 411 ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಅಥವಾ ಇದು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದಾಗಿದ್ದು. 340 ಇದ್ದು ನೋಡಿ, ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಎರಡು ಡಬಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 50-50 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ 448 ಅಂತ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಬರಬಹುದು ವಿದೌಟ್ ಎನಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಫರ್ದರ್. ಇದು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇದು ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೀಚ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು 450 ಈಸಿಲಿ. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ದಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ 448 hertz. We have discussed previous question. Right. 448 hertz. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನೋಡಿ, ವಿದೌಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ confidently can answer. Come to 21. It is a question again from the first year portion. Two blocks A and B of mass 3m and m respectively are connected by massless and inextensible string. The whole system is suspended by massless springs as shown in figure. The magnitudes of acceleration of A and B immediately after the string is cut are respectively. So you are given a figure 21, observing a figure where there is a mass of A which is 3m, another B of mass m. The spring is cut. What is the acceleration of A and what is the acceleration of B? G is always acting downward. From free body diagram, if you apply to the both, before the spring cut ಆಗೋ ಮೊದಲು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ A, there is an upward force 4 mg. The spring is pulling for both of them with a gravitational force. It is in equilibrium. Gravitational force against the spring is pulling it upward, but this mass is pulling downward along with the tension T and 3 mg. ಇದು ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗಿಗೆ 4 mg ಇದೆ, ಇದರ ಮಾಸು ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ along with the tension, because this tension is oppositely act for this also. For the body B ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ the tension is upward and mg. So in both case, if you simplify, tension equal to mg. 4 mg minus 3 mg is a tension mg, or T equal to mg. This is before the spring cut. When the spring cut, second part, when the spring cut, Now this is A, which is having 3m mass, 4 mg acting outward, downward 3 mg. Now this become a free body which is moving with an acceleration A, 3 ma. Now this 3 ma force is difference of two, gravitational force, and suddenly when get that upward force appeared. So therefore I can write 3 ma into A is equal to 4 mg minus 3 mg. So that were here m cancels and 3 is equal to g by 3. A is equal to g by 3 is 1 for A. B ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. For B mass is m, mass into AB is the force, upward ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂದ್ರೆ mg. So this implies MAB equal to mg only. ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಮಾಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ, ಬಿ ಯ ಮಾಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು. ಆಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು, ಜಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಜಿ ಬೈ 3 ಅಂಡ್ ಜಿ. ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಗೇನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ನ್ಯೂಟನ್ಸ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಈಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಂ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಫ್ರೀ ಬಾಡಿ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಎಳಿತಾ ಇರುವ ಫೋರ್ಸ್, ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ಮಾಸ್, ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಲೋವರ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು. ಇದು ಇರ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಒಂದೇ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು 3 mg, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಎಳಿತದೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್, ಟಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಂ ಜಿ ಹಿಯರ್, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಟಿ. ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಟಿ ಎಂ ಜಿ ಅಂತಿದೆ, ಅದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಎ ಇಸ್ 4 mg, ಇದು 3 mg, ಮಾಸ್ 3m, ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ g by 3. But here it is mg and here this is MAB equating a 2, because T equal to mg we substituted here, tension what it existing there, and hence got the answer g by 3 and g. Come to the question number 22. A thin prism having refracting angle 10 degrees made of a glass of refractive index 1.42. It is from optics prism case 22. A thin prism of angle 10 degree A1 and refractive index 1.42 is combined with another thin prism of class of refractive index 1.7. This combination produces dispersion without deviation. The refracting angle of the second prism should be. So another A2, how much question? Its refractive index N2 is 1.7. Dispersion without deviation. Dispersion without deviation condition. You know it is N1 into A into N1 minus 1. In case of thin prism, equal to A2 into N2 minus 1. A2 is equal to A1 given 10, 1.42 minus 1 divided by 1.7 minus 1. It becomes 4.2 divided by 0.7 or 42 by 7, which is equal to 6 degree. A2 is equal to 6 degree, and this is the equation. A into n minus 1 is constant for dispersion without deviation. Condition for that is this. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, A2 ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು. Answer is 6 degree. Again, the question is from first year portion on gravity. Question number 23. The acceleration due to gravity at a height 1 kilometer above the earth is same as at a depth d below the surface of the earth, then d is. Just imagine the earth at the center of radius r. This is at the surface g at a height h is equal to 1 kilometer. G dash relation you have g into, for small heights we can use 2h by r. Question is at what depth d? Gd equal to g into 1 minus d by r. What d should we have to calculate? But condition ಏನು? Same as that of the andre given that g dash equal to gd, g into 1 minus 2h by r is equal to g into 1 minus d by r. g cancel ಮಾಡಿ 1 1 ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದನ್ನ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರೆ -1 ಆಗಿ 2h by r is equal to d by r, or d is equal to 2 into 1 equal to 2 kilometer. At a depth of 2 kilometer, the gravitational value, acceleration due to gravity, becomes same as that at a height of 1 kilometer above the surface of the earth. This relation we can use only when the height or depth considered are very small compared to the radius of the earth, and we got the answer as a 2 kilometer. Come to the question number 24. A potentiometer is an accurate and versatile device to make electrical measurements of EMF because the method involves. It is a conceptual question. Many times, even in the theory discussion, we expressed potentiometer is an ideal voltmeter because you are taking the reading in the potentiometer experiment. However, you did that experiment in the lab, you prepared for the examination, but at the last moment the examinations were cancelled, but you have the knowledge of it, potentiometer. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವಾಗ ಜೀರೋ ಡಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ ಗೆಲ್ನೋಮೀಟರ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡದೆ ನಾವು ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಡಿವೈಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಮೆಜರ್ಸ್ ದಿ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಕ್ಯುರೇಟ್ಲಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಎ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಗೆಲ್ನೋಮೀಟರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸೆಲ್ಸು ಅಲ್ಲ, ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ರೇಡಿಯಂಟ್ ವೈರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಿ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಸ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ನೋ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಥ್ರೂ ದಿ ಗೆಲ್ನೋಮೀಟರ್. ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅದು. ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಲೆಂತ್ಗೆ? ವೆನ್ ಗೆಲ್ನೋಮೀಟರ್ ಶೋಸ್ 0. ಸೊ ಹೌ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್? ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ that no current flows through the galvanometer. Now coming to the another question, a spherical black body. Question number 25. A spherical black body with radius of 12 centimeter, radius of 450 watts of power. Power radiated is 450 watts at 500 Kelvin. If the radius were hard, radius 2 is a radius 1 by 2, and temperature is doubled, T2 is made to T1, what may be the power now? From radiation chapter, thermal conductivity, radiation ali question is energy emitted per second per area is defining as for perfect black body sigma T power 4, where sigma is a Stephen's constant. Energy by time is power. Power by area is a sigma T power 4. Our power is equal to pi r square sigma T power 4. Implies that power is directly proportional to r square and power is directly proportional to T power 4. This helping you, if you want a P2 by P1, R2 by R1 square into T2 by T1 power 4, or P2 equal to 450 into R2 is R1 by 2 into R1 square, 2 T1 by T1 to the power of 4, 450 into 1 by 4 into 2 power 4 into 4. This 450 into 4, 1800 watts power P2 is. ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ಟೀಫನ್ಸ್ ಲಾ ಅದರ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ power depends on square of radius of the sphere which emits the radiation and temperature to the power of 4. Condition, answer available to that. Option is 1800 watts. Question number 26. This question, however, bonus mark given. What the error we corrected here and given the answer. So I write the first figure for this 26th question. So there is a cell, one resistor and a inductor connected, and one resistor connected in this R and L V, and another resistor with an inductor and a capacitor. It is L. R value. Figure shows a circuit that contains 3 identical resistors with resistance R 9 ohm, 9 ohm resistance, inductance 20 millihenry or 2 millihenry, capacitance kottilla 18 volt. This EMF is 18 volt. Imagine internal resistance may be 0. So the current ideal battery ಎಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Ideal batteryಯಲ್ಲಿ internal resistance 0 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವರೇ ಹೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ideal battery ಅಂತ. The current I through the battery just after the switch closed is, just after switch closed, just after the switch close, ಈ close just close ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, just after condition ಅಲ್ಲಿ L does not conduct. ಕಾರಣ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ high reactance ಇರ್ತದೆ, XL very high. Therefore this part of the circuit is waste. Capacitor conducts because very low, Xc is very small at beginning. ಚಾರ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಚಾರ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಲೆಕ್ಕ, ಇಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ದಿಸ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಮಚ್. EMF is 18 volt, internal resistance is 0, connected to the resistors 2. This is R, this is R. Now combining these two, you have a resistance R effective is R by 2, which is 9 by 2 equal to 9 by 2 ನೇ ಇರಲಿ. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ EMF by R plus R effective. This is 18 by 9 by 2. This is 18 into 2 by 9, which is equal to 4 ampere. ನಮಗೆ 4 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೈಪಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇವೆರಡೇ ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ರೋಲು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ ಗಿವ್ ಎ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾತ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದು ಎರಡು ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ 4 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್. EMI AC ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ನಾಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಹಾಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದು. 4 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್. Question number 28. Radioactive material A has decay constant 8 lambda. Radioactivity ಮೇಲೆ Material A has radioactive decay 8 lambda and has a decay constant lambda. Lambda 2 is lambda only. Initially the same number of nuclei. N naught A equal to N naught B, same, N naught. The ratio of number of nuclei in the material B to that of A at any time. So Na can be written N naught A into e to the power of minus 8 lambda t. When A will be E ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. NB similarly can write N naught B e to the power of minus lambda. Question ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ NB by NA is E ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. E power 1 ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇದನ್ನ NB ಬರೆದ್ರೆ N naught e to the power of B ಅಂದ್ರೆ minus lambda t divided by N naught e power minus 8 lambda t, which is equal to A power minus lambda t plus 8 lambda t, which is e power 1 equal to e power 7 lambda t. Now comparing powers, 1 is equal to 7 lambda t or t is equal to 1 by 7 lambda. ಇದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ನಾವು ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಇ ಪವರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಅಂತಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಬಿ ಟು ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಇ ಪವರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬೇರೆ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಆ ವರ್ಷ ಬೋನಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಒನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಟು ಯು. ಹೌ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್? ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ದಿಸ್. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ 1 by 7 lambda A. Question number 28. So it is also knowledge question from the electrostatics and potential. Diagram below shows reason of equipotential. I am not drawing that figure, but you can see the figure in the side picture. A positive charge is moved from A to B in each diagram. A to B ವರೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ Q ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Maximum work done is in Q in figure B or figure A, or in all 4 cases the work done is same, or maximum work done in case of C. So work done, question number 28, electrostatics and potential. You know the work done anta iddare now hege bariti? Work done is charge into potential difference. Charge into here VA minus VB, VA minus VB or VB minus VA. This is always, if you observed, in every case, shape of the field is not necessary. We want only the potential at those 2 points, that is B to A, 40 and 10. 40 and 10. 40, 30, 20, 10 antide. 40 minus 10. Here work done is equal to 30Q. It is same for all the 4 cases. ಯಾವುದೇ ಇದು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿ 40 minus 10, ಎ ಯಲ್ಲಿ 10, ಬಿ ಯಲ್ಲಿ 40 ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಎ ಬಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದು ಕಾಮನ್. ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮೂಡ್ is same, work done is also same in all cases. Therefore the answer is in all the cases the work done is same. Coming to question number 29. 2 astronauts are floating in gravitational free space. After having lost contact with their spaceship, the two will. ನೀವೇ ಇಬ್ರು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಕ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಇಬ್ಬರಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ಆರ್ ದಿ 2 persons astronauts, maybe separation r. Your mass may be m1 and m2. Almost m1 is comparable to m2, is it not? Because ಏನೊಂದು 5-6 kg ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಅರ್ತ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನಮ್ಮ ತರ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅರ್ತ್ is 10 power 24 kg. We are only with few kgs. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ G m1 m2 by r square. See, this is the gravitational force of attraction. F exists. Both are mutually. ಹಾಗಂತ ಇಬ್ರು ಹತ್ರ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ, ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಉಳ್ಕೋತೀರಿ, ಸುತ್ತ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಿ. ಅರ್ತ್ ಭೂಮಿಗೆ, ಭೂಮಿ ಅರ್ಥಿಗೆ, ಸಾರಿ ಅರ್ತ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೂನ್, ಭೂಮಿ ಅರ್ತ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅರ್ತ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೂನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮೂನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅರ್ತ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಓಡಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಒಬ್ರು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಸುತ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಿ. ಇಂಟರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದೆಮ್ ರಿಮೈನ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್, ಬೋತ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್. ಯು ರಿಮೈನ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಸೆಪರೇಷನ್. ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಈಸ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಒನ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದಿ ಅದರ್. ಅದರಿಂದ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನರಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ವಿಲ್ ಮೂವ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಮೂವ್ ಅವೇ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್, ಕೀಪ್ ಫ್ಲೋಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದೆಮ್. ರೀಸನ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಸೇಮ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಉಳಿತದೆ ಅಂತ. Coming to the question number 30. X and Y coordinates of a particle at any instant of time are x is equal to 5t minus 2t square and y is equal to 10t. Where x and y are in meters and t in second, the acceleration of the particle at t equal to 2 seconds. What is the acceleration at t equal to 2 seconds? It is 2 ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. x coordinate, y coordinates. Acceleration ಅಂದ್ರೆ ax ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು I plus ay j. ಇದು ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ಲಿ ದಿ x ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು x ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 5t minus 2t square, ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ is dx by dt. ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ 5 minus 4ti. Acceleration of x dvx by dt which is equal to minus 4. ಇದು 1 ax ಬಂತು ನಮಗೆ. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ vy ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ dy by dt of 10t which is equal to 10. ay ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ d by dt of 10 is 0. ay is 0. You got ax and ay. What is a? Then ax is minus 4i plus 0j. ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನೋಡಿದರೆ minus 4 meter per second square. ಇಲ್ಲ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ minus 4i. ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, minus 4 meter per second square ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಂಥದ್ದು ನೀವು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಈ ಹಿಂದೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಇಂಥದ್ದು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. minus 4 meter per second square, option number 4. Come to question number 31. Conceptual question. Just ಓದಿ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ನೋಡೋಣ. One end of a string of length L is connected to a particle of mass m and the other end is connected to a small peg on a smooth horizontal table. If the particle moves in a circle with a speed v, the net force on the particle will be. Tension in the string. Direct question ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. Tension in the string. We defined circular motion how? The centripetal force. What is the definition of centripetal force? We told that it is centripetal force or the force is necessary which compel the body to describe a circle and acts along the radius towards the center. That is nothing but 31, nothing but mv square over r. As it is moving in a horizontal circle, gravitational effect is 0. G effect 0 ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇದೆ, ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಟಿ. ಅಥವಾ ಅವ್ರು ಇದನ್ನು ಬರೀಬಹುದು, ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಹಿಯರ್ ದೇ ಗಿವನ್ ಟಿ, ಟಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಟಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಇದೆ ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ನೆಟ್ ಜೀರೋನೂ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಜೀರೋ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಸುತ್ತ ಹೊಡಿತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಪಿಟಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ is acting equal to this value. Hence the answer is a T. 32. ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. Particle execute linear simple harmonic with an amplitude of 3 centimeter. 32. Amplitude is 3 centimeter. When the particle is at 2 centimeter from the mean position executing simple harmonic motion, A is 3 centimeter. When it is at a distance y is equal to 2 centimeter, the magnitude of its velocity is equal to that of acceleration. Then the time period of the oscillation is. When it is at this position, the condition is velocity equal to acceleration. Equation for velocity is root of a square minus y square, which is equal to omega square y. This only can, this is the expression for velocity, it is for acceleration. 1 omega remains. Root of 3 square minus 2 square equal to 2 pi by t into 2, because it is 2 centimeter y. T is equal to 4 pi by root 5, because 9 minus 4 is 5. This must be the answer. Direct ಬರುತ್ತೆ, substitution. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, y = 2 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ v = a ಆಗೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಸಿಲೇಷನ್ ಏನು, ವಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್, ಎಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ a ಮತ್ತೆ y ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, t ಕಂಡಿಡಿ. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ 4 pi by root 5. Question number 33. From polarization, wave optics, two polarides P1 and P2 are placed with their axis perpendicular to each other. Unpolarized light I0 is incident on P1. A third polarized P3 is kept in between P1 and P2 such that its axis makes an angle of 45 degree with that of P1. Intensity of transmitted light through P2 is. Question 33. Imagine the polarides, another polaroid P2 and P1 mutually, if you observe, they are saying they are perpendicular to each other 90 degree, P1 and P2. Here there is an unpolarized light of intensity I0 incident. When it just comes out of this, it gets polarized. Its intensity become I0 by 2 from the Malus law. I is equal to I0 cos square theta. In this I0 cos square 45, which is equal to I0 by 2. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಅನ್ಪೋಲರೈಸ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಪೋಲರೈಸ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ 50% ಇಂಟೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಡೌನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪೋಲರೈಡ್ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಒರಿಜಿನ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಥೀಟಾ. 45 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇದು 45 ಆಗೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಕೂಡ 45 ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ P3 ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರ ಮಧ್ಯ 45, ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರ ಮಧ್ಯನೂ 45. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರುವಾಗ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ at this position as I1 I can write as I cos square 45 according to this law. I is I0 by 2 into half equal to I0 by 4. ಇದು 2, ಇದು 2. ಇಲ್ಲಿ I0 by 4 I1 ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಾಗ I2 ಆಗೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? I2 is I1 cos square 45 because this angle is 45 degree. ಇದು 45, ಇದು 45. Total is 90. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗ I0 by 4 into half I0 by 8. Therefore, final emerging light will have intensity I0 by 8 compared to initial value when it is unpolarized incident ಆದರೆ. ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ I0 ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ I0/2, ಇದು 45 ಇಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಾಗ ಮತ್ತೆ I0/2 I0/4, ಇದರಿಂದ ಮತ್ತೆ 45 ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ I0/8. So answer is I0/8. Question number 34. The bulk modulus of a spherical object is B. If it is subjected to uniform pressure P, the fractional decrease in radius is. From the fluid mechanics, the question. Question number 34. They given a spherical body. There is a compression caused by uniform pressure acting all direction. This may be of radius R and having volume V. Question is on fractional decrease in R is how much? Fractional decrease in radius. Bulk modulus. First ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದಾಗ bulk modulus ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ pressure acting minus dV/V. But dV/V can be written as minus P/V. But dV/V in possible in terms of radius ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದು ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ is equal to 4/3 pi r cube ಇದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. With respect to radius, because as you change the volume, radius changes. This is 4/3 pi into 3 r square, or dV is equal to 4 pi r square into dr. Divide by V. Separately ಬರೀರಿ, ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. dV/V ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 4 pi r square dr divided by 4/3 pi r cube. This is equal to 3 into dr by, ಇದು 3 ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, 4 pi ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು r ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತದೆ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು dr/r. dr/r ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ you get 1/3 into dV/V. See, we started with V, got dV, dV/V did, dr/r got with 1/3 dV/V. What is dV/V is available here. This is minus 1 minus P divided by 3B. Decreases, ಅದರಿಂದ ಮೈನಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿಂದ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು, P/3B. ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಇದು ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಬಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್, ನಾವು ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಏನಿದೆ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ದಿ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನ್. 3P/B, P/3B, P/3B, option 2. Come to the question number 35. In an electromagnetic wave in free space, root mean square of electric field ERMS given 6 ohm/meter. The peak value of the magnetic field is B0 is how much? Electromagnetic theory, you know in that E0/B0 is equal to C. B0 is equal to E0/C, which is root 2 into ERMS/C. E0 under root 2 ERMS, root 2 into 6 divided by 3 into 10 power 8, 1.414 into 2 into 10 power minus 8, 2.83 into 10 power minus 8 Weber per meter square, or Tesla. So we use the relation propagation of electromagnetic wave relation E naught by B naught. B naught equal to E naught by C. E naught is ERMS. ERMS ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ root 2 ERMS substitution arrived at this solution 2.83 into 10 power minus 8. Question number 36. A rope is wound around the hollow cylinder of mass 3 kg. First here, rotational motion. One cylinder ಇದೆ. A rope is wound on this. ಇದು rotational axis ಇದೆ ಇದು. Mass 3 kg and radius cylinder mass 3 kg and radius of cylinder is 40 centimeter. What is the angular acceleration of the cylinder as it rotates? What is its angular acceleration? If the rope is pulled with a force of 30 Newton. 30 Newton force in the pull madidre, what is the angular acceleration it experiences? So if you see, this is the chance cylinder, this is the radius, force is this, that means angle is 90 degree, which turn the cylinder to create that. The torque is equal to R cross F, magnitude is RF sin 90. Torque is I alpha equal to RF. Torque is equal to I into alpha. Again, cylinder case alli moment of inertia of the cylinder is mr square into alpha is RF, or angular acceleration is equal to F by mr. 1 r cancel agate. Force given 30 Newton, 3 kg, 40 into 10 power minus 2. Force ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 30 Newton. ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಇದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ 40 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್, ಮೈನಸ್ 2 ಬರ್ತೇವೆ. 10 ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಎರಡು ಜೀರೋ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ 4. 100 by 4 is nothing but 25 radian per second square is the angular acceleration. ಯಾಕೆ 90 ತಗೊಂಡಿವಿ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆನ್ಷಿಯಲಿ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ ಸಿಲಿಂಡರ್ಗೆ, ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸಿಲಿಂಡರ್. So torque experiencing is R cross F is RF sin 90. Torque moment of inertia into angular acceleration of the cylinder. Equating both, we got that 25 radian per second square. Meter la radian per second square. Another question from the same rotational motion. Question number 37. Two discs of same moment of inertia rotating about their angular axis passing through center and perpendicular to the plane of the disc with angular velocities omega 1 and omega 2. Moment of inertia same ide, bere bere angular velocity ide. They are brought into contact face to face, coinciding the axis of rotation. The expression for loss of energy during this process is 37. Imagine a disc rotating about an axis with omega 1 and moment of inertia I. Again another disc with the omega 2 moment of inertia I. Now they equated so that they are placed so that their axes are coincide. They are placed one above the other. I dash is made I plus I equal to 2I. Coincided. New angular acceleration we do not know. We have to find out. But the question is loss of energy.